Okay, Makalani. So my next question for you is, at what age did you play your first instrument, and what was your first instrument that you played?
The first instrument that I played was a little Fisher-Price flute. I think I was about 2 or 3. And I wasn't trying to be musical or anything. I was just going, whoo, whoo, you know what I'm saying? It made noise. But my mom formalized that, and she saw a spark in me, and she put me in piano lessons. She purchased a piano, and my first time having formal lessons instructions or starting an instrument, not for play, but for real, was when I was 5, taking piano lessons in the living room every Saturday morning. And it was a college student from the University of Texas at Austin. And growing up in a black household, when I was 5, it was 1978.
Okay.
So I would have Afro Sheen cosmetics in my hair. My hair had just got through plaited. I just got through eating my cereal and milk, and Soul Train was about to come on. So I was ready to do piano lessons so I could get in front of Don Cornelius and get the next dance move and learn how to moonwalk. So I was inspired. I was ready for piano lessons and ready for Soul Train to come on every Saturday morning when I was 5.
That's amazing. 5 years old. That's a very young age, but I believe music is like a foreign language. The earlier you learn it, the better, right?
Yes.
So with that being said, how old were you when you did your first street performance?
I first started street performing when I was 16 years old. I was a senior in high school. I was going to Peabody Magnet High in Alexandria, Louisiana. And back then, you could get from Alexandria to New Orleans $6 one way on Greyhound bus and $12 round trip. So I would get $6, which ain't nothing but a $5 bill and a 1 or 4 quarters. I would get on that bus and go to New Orleans because I knew I'd make $6 to get back home.
Okay.
And I was 16. New Orleans is a late night, all day, all night city. It never sleeps. Everything is constantly going. So the concept of it being late didn't really dawn on me. I just knew I had to get home, so my mom wouldn't say, well, you can't go next time. But my first street performance routine had a theme.
Okay.
It was a tribute to Sammy Davis Jr., in which I played trumpet and tap danced. And I learned how to tap dance when I was 16, my senior year of high school, from my band director, Lester June Williams, known as Disco Doc. He taught me how to tap dance.
Now, at 16 years old, that's still a teenager. You were in high school, but I still think that at 16, to get out in front of the public and just do your skill or talent, it's got to be frightening for a teenager. Do you remember what was going through your mind, the emotions that you felt on the way to on this bus ride to New Orleans?
It was very scenic. I remember going over the Atchafalaya Basin, and there's this big body of water right before you get to Lake Pontchartrain called Butler Rose. And once we're going over Butler Rose, you're looking to your right, you're looking over your left, and literally in the water you can see fish jumping and alligators, and you're in a different place, and you're about to embrace and embark on an adventure.
Okay.
The first time I did it, I could not believe it. I'd never made $100 before.
Okay.
Outside of mowing yards, like mowing 2 or 3 yards in a day and then come up with about 70 or 80. But tap dancing and playing the trumpet, I had $100 in a couple of hours. And so that was my first catalyst when I was 16.
Man, $100 in the 70s for a 16-year-old had to be pretty good money, especially doing something that you love to do.
Actually, for me, it was actually 1990.
Okay, 1990.
Yes.